Hello, my dear friend. Welcome back to our channel, English Practice Beginners. There is a moment just before you begin when everything feels possible. Breathe in that moment now, because for the next 20 to 25 minutes, this space belongs to you and to your English. Today's lesson is devoted to speaking clearly about your daily routine, but we will not rush. We will unfold long, natural sentences slowly. We will shadow them together, and we will practice until the sounds begin to feel familiar in your mouth. Imagine a calm, British classroom with soft light, a steady voice guiding you, and no pressure, just the steady repetition that builds real fluency. This lesson will begin with gentle, real conversations between two people living ordinary lives. And after each dialogue, I will explain the grammar and pronunciation slowly. Then, we will shadow a long set of sentences that covers many aspects of daily life. Along the way, you will have listening checks and short, heartfelt confidence boosts to keep you steady. The goal is simple. By the end of this session, you will be able to describe your whole day in clear, natural British English, using sentences that feel like your own. Lesson 1. Morning. Routine begins with a long, natural conversation that shows how the day starts for two different people. A speaks softly about waking up early and how the first 10 minutes of the day are the most important for setting the mood. He describes opening the curtains, feeling the cool air, making the bed carefully, putting the kettle on, and asking himself how he will face the day. B answers with a quieter tone, explaining that she prefers a slower start. She stays in bed for a short while, breathes deeply, stretches her arms and legs, and thinks of 3 simple things she is grateful for before getting up. They exchange small details. A likes a strong cup of tea and a quick walk to clear his head, while B prefers warm lemon water and 5 minutes of reading to calm her mind. This conversation is intentionally long so you can hear full phrases connected naturally. Listen to how they use the present simple to describe routine. I wake up, I make the bed, I put the kettle on, I read for 5 minutes. Notice also the small linking sounds, the contraction in I'm and I'd, and the gentle rhythm of British speech that connects short sentences into a flowing paragraph. Now, I will explain the grammar. We use the simple present for habits and routines. The verbs are base forms: wake, get, make, drink, walk. And we can add time words like in the morning, every day, usually, sometimes to show frequency. For pronunciation, soften the consonants and let vowels open gently. I wake up at 6 should sound relaxed and comfortable, not rushed. Now repeat with me slowly. I wake up at 6 every morning. I stay in bed for a few minutes and breathe. I open the curtains and watch the light. I make the bed neatly. I put the kettle on and boil water for tea. I drink a cup of strong tea and take a short walk. I come back and prepare my clothes for the day. I read for 5 minutes to calm my mind. I write 3 things I'm grateful for before getting up. Say each sentence aloud, one by one, slowly matching my rhythm, and pause to feel the shape of each word. Now a listening check. Listen to this sentence once. I take a short walk to clear my head. Repeat it exactly as you heard it. Confidence note. The morning sentences are your daily anchors. Repeat them every morning this week, and you will find your voice becoming more confident. Lesson 2. Getting ready and leaving home focuses on longer sequences of actions, little decisions we make before we step outside. The conversation opens with A explaining that packing the bag is a ritual. He checks his phone for messages, folds a spare jumper, slips in a bottle of water, and places his travel card on top. B laughs lightly, saying she always forgets something, so she now uses a small checklist on her phone to make sure she has keys, wallet, phone, and umbrella. A mentions that he listens to a short news podcast while walking, and that helps him feel connected without being overwhelmed. B adds that she prefers cycling because it gives her energy, and she ties her hair back, puts on a light jacket, and locks the door carefully before setting off. Notice how the language describes sequences: check, fold, slip, place, listen, tie, lock. These verbs are short and practical, perfect for shadowing practice. For grammar, we often use adverbs of frequency and time phrases here. Usually, always, sometimes, every morning. The present simple holds the routine together. Repeat after me slowly and clearly. I pack my bag before I leave. I check my phone for messages. I fold a spare jumper into my bag. I put a bottle of water in the side pocket. I take my travel card and put it in the top compartment. I lock the door and step outside. I listen to a short podcast while I walk. I cycle carefully to work. I prefer cycling because it gives me energy. I tie my hair back and put on a jacket when it is chilly. Now, a listening exercise. I will say a sentence and I want you to repeat it exactly as you hear it. I put a bottle of water in my bag. Great, one more. I take my travel card and tap it on the reader. Good. Confidence message. Organising small things before you leave gives your English structure as well. The more you describe what you do, step by step, the more natural your speech becomes. Lesson 3. Travel, commute, and arrivals. Expands into longer travel narratives with detailed language for public transport, walking, and arriving at work or school. A begins by describing his bus journey in a calm voice. He walks to the bus stop, checks the timetable, steps onto the bus, finds a seat near the window, watches the houses pass by, and uses the journey time to think through one important task for the day. B offers her contrast. She takes the train and prefers to stand when she is early to give others seats. She nods to the conductor if they make eye contact, and sometimes she buys a small pastry from the cafe at the station. The language here is slightly richer. I check the timetable. I step onto the bus. I find a seat. I stand near the door when it gets busy. I tap my card on the reader. For pronunciation, pay attention to the consonant clusters in words like timetable and pastry, and make sure the ending sounds are soft but clear. Now, long shadowing practice. Repeat after me, matching the rhythm and breathing between phrases. I walk to the bus stop and check the timetable. I step onto the bus and find a seat by the window. I watch the neighbourhood pass slowly. I listen to a podcast or a short news clip while I travel. I tap my travel card and say thank you to the driver when I leave. I catch the train and stand near the door if it is crowded. I buy a small pastry from the cafe on the station. When I have a minute, I arrive at the office and walk to my desk. I greet my colleagues with a soft, "Good morning." Now a listening check. Listen and repeat. I tap my travel card on the reader. Now, repeat. I find a seat by the window. Confidence note. Travel sentences are commonly used in daily conversations. Practice them until they sound as natural as telling a friend where you went. Lesson 4. Work, study, and daily tasks goes deeper into the middle of the day and builds detailed phrases about tasks, meetings, study routines, and short breaks. Our conversation unfolds into a longer scene where A explains that he begins by checking his emails, saving urgent messages, and writing a simple to-do list for 3 main tasks. He tells B that he takes 2 short breaks to walk outside and breathe, which help him focus. B says she prefers to set a timer for focused study sessions, 40 minutes of work, 10 minutes break, and then another focus block. She mentions that at lunchtime she likes to meet one colleague and share a light meal while discussing one positive moment from the morning. These sentences explain sequencing, time management, and social habits. Repeat after me with steady rhythm. I check my emails and respond to urgent messages. First, I make a to-do list with 3 main tasks for the day. I set a timer for focused work blocks and take short breaks. I step outside for a 5-minute walk to clear my head. I have lunch with a colleague and we share a small chat. I join a video call and take notes in my notebook. I print the document and file it in the folder. I back up my work at the end of the morning. I return to my desk after a short break with renewed focus. Listening test, repeat exactly what you hear. I make a to-do list with 3 main tasks. Good confidence reminder. These task-based sentences will make you sound organized and calm, and they are perfect to use when describing your professional day to others. Lesson 5. Evening routine, reflection, and wind down. Completes the day with longer, reflective sentences about returning home, relaxing, chores, social moments, and bedtime habits. A speaks about coming home, changing into comfortable clothes, cooking a simple meal, and then spending time reading or calling family. B explains that she prefers to prepare for the next day by choosing clothes, checking the weather, and writing a small plan in her notebook. She also does a short breathing exercise before bed. The verbs here are gentle and reflective. Change, cook, tidy, cool, prepare, write, breathe, sleep. Repeat each sentence slowly after me, letting the voice soften as you speak. I return home and hang my coat on the hook. I change into comfortable clothes and put my feet up for a moment. I cook a simple dinner and clean the dishes afterwards. I call my family to hear their day and to share a laugh. I set out my clothes for tomorrow and check the weather. I write a brief plan for the next day in my notebook. I switch off bright screens an hour before bed and dim the lights. I do a short breathing exercise and think of 3 good things that happened today. I close my eyes and sleep peacefully. Now, a listening check. Repeat exactly. I write a brief plan for the next day in my notebook. Confidence talk. Bedtime routines settle the mind and make English feel like part of your life. Speak these lines softly at night and they will become familiar and kind. Before we finish, we are going to do a long combined shadowing block where I will speak 20 connected sentences that describe a full day from waking to sleeping. Listen, then repeat after each sentence and aim to match the rhythm and the breathing closely. I wake up at 6 and breathe deeply for a moment. I open the curtains and watch the morning light. I make a cup of tea and sit by the window. I pack my bag with a notebook, a water bottle, and my travel card. I walk to the bus stop and listen to a short podcast. I tap my travel card and find a seat by the window. I arrive at the office and say good morning to my colleagues. I check my emails and make a list of 3 main tasks I focus for 40 minutes, and then take a short break to walk outside. I have lunch with a colleague and enjoy a light meal. I return to my desk and join a video call. Taking notes carefully, I finish work and go to the supermarket to buy vegetables. I return home, cook a simple dinner, and wash the dishes. I call my family and catch up on their day. I prepare my clothes for tomorrow and write a brief plan in my notebook. I switch off bright screens and do a short breathing exercise. I read a few pages of a book and think of 3 things I am grateful for. I close my eyes and sleep calmly. Repeat this whole block twice, softly the first time, then with more flow the second time, and notice how the sentences begin to sit in your mouth like a comfortable path. Now, a final listening exercise with 3 sentences that require exact repetition. First, I pack my bag with a notebook, a water bottle, and my travel card. Second, I focus for 40 minutes and then take a short break to walk outside. Third, I switch off bright screens an hour before bed. Repeat each sentence exactly as you heard it. Well done. In this last minute, let me remind you that fluency is not a single event, but the result of small, steady steps. You have practiced dozens of clear, usable sentences today, and the more you speak them aloud, the more confident your English will become. Make a plan to use 5 of these sentences naturally tomorrow. Say them to a friend, say them in your head while you do the action, or say them out loud before going to sleep. End gently. Listen again tomorrow and speak out loud. Your English will start to feel natural. Sleep with the sentences you practiced today. Wake up and say 1 or 2 of them aloud, and watch how English slips more easily into your day.